Our next speaker, Mr. Krienke, is an Officer County irrigated producer. He also serves as the president of the North Plains Groundwater Conservation District Board of Directors, and he is a very experienced gentleman who's going to share with us a little bit on some upcoming projects that the North Plains Groundwater Conservation District is performing. So I'd like to introduce Mr. Krienke.
We're going to shift gears a little bit here, and what I'd like to talk to you about a little bit is about policy. I guess to get a little bit of interest stimulated, I'm your regulator. So far, we've been fortunate. We haven't told anybody no, but we are in the process, and for obvious reasons, and I'll get into that, we are telling people that maybe we need to cut back some. So first of all, I want to talk a little bit about policy and give you some background, and then we're going to get into the main guts of this, and that is a demonstration project that we are going to look at and have planned for the water district in this coming crop year. We as regulators, we are all about depletion management. That's what we do. What does that mean? The Ogallala Aquifer is a mined aquifer. There's more of it being taken out than is being replaced by rainfall. Now, does that mean that the aquifer is going to completely dry up? I believe the answer to that is no. And we'll get into that. Does that mean that we can continue to have irrigation agriculture as we have today? I believe the answer to that is also no. We're going to have to make some changes. At some time in the future, the 95% of the water that's currently being used today by irrigation agriculture will have to slow down. 95% of the total water use in our water district is irrigation agriculture. It's going to have to slow down either by groundwater policy and regulation, or if we do nothing, the aquifer itself. So our job is depletion management. We have to balance the current use today, not putting people out of business, against having water for the future. If irrigation goes completely away, then we have aquifer sustainability, because if you take away that 95% of water use that's being used by irrigation, then the other 5%, municipal, CAFOs, industrial, that water use is less than recharge. So we do have sustainability. In my opinion, we're not going to run completely out of water. But as you can see, the job is not easy. It's a balancing act. So how do we do that? One of the things that works for me and my neighbors in our water district is we go out to the public and we hold stakeholder meetings, town hall meetings across the district. Usually the staff provide background information, technical analysis. Board members themselves participate by answering questions, discussing any of the proposed new rules and regulations, and discuss how these proposals will affect the regulated public, which we are a part of. It's a two-way street. During these meetings, we also receive input back from our stakeholders. We don't have all the answers. The livelihood of these producers depend on this water. They understand the need for conservation. We're in this together. The producers understand the need for regulation and rules. They simply ask us to treat everyone equal. Our job is not to pick winners or losers. It doesn't matter if you're agriculture, municipality, industry, capital, or even an exporter, for that matter. Just treat everybody the same. So how do we do that? In 2005, after town hall meetings across the district, 2 years of discussion by the board set the first allowable production at 2 acre-feet. We told the public at that time we thought that was reasonable for a period of time not less than 5 years. We now have production numbers for 2006, 2007, 2008, and about the end of April in 2010, we hope to have the 2009 numbers. Then along came House Bill 1763. Joint planning, DFCs, GAM runs, MAG runs. I don't want to get into that with all the details today, but if we have time and some of you have questions about that, I'll be glad to give you more information about that. We started another round of town hall meetings in 2008. 7 meetings across the district in total, over 350 people attended. Farmers, businessmen, professional people, city managers, people representing a wide range of interests across the district. We explained the DFC process and listened to what people had to say. What came out of those discussions was a need for more conservation and a possible cutback from the initial allocation of 2 acre-feet to 1.5 acre-feet. The public asked us to give them time to make the changes and flexibility. Cut the allowable by 25% and did 1.5 acres by 2012. Set up a water reserve whereby if you have saved water against your allowable, you may use that in the next 2 years. The remainder is water reserve. So what's the next step? I call it irrigation policy. What's that mean? In our district, 80% of the irrigated water, irrigation water, 80% of it is used in a corn and wheat rotation. Remember, I told you earlier, it is not our desire by regulation to pick winners and losers. So irrigation policy simply means that what if that policy sometime in the future was 1 acre-foot? What can a producer do with that and still farm the crops he wants to farm and remain profitable? We have directors on our board that believe a goal for us is to grow 200 bushel of corn on 12 inches of applied irrigation water. Now, we need some answers. So beginning with the 2010 crop year, our board and staff are going to set up farm-wide field demonstrations to answer those questions. Is it achievable and is it profitable?